Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit that notification bell, get all the updates. Here's today's video for a lot of reasons. The beer is courtesy of Brian. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. So that's one of the reasons why that Brian sent it. So that's awesome. It's a Surly beer. I haven't had a lot of Surly beers, and it's also a darkness, and I've never had a darkness. I've heard good things, so I'm really excited about that. So it's an Imperial Stout aged in Parker's Heritage Heavy Char. I love that char taste, so I'm really excited that these are heavy char. And let's see, it's 15 years. Wow, Parker's Heritage 15-year heavy char. That's awesome. It's a 2023 variant, and I love this Cyclops tentacle monster eyeball thing. Makes me think of horror comics or something. So yeah, really really cool. So I had when I did the unboxing, I just saw the box and I didn't open it initially. And I figured it'd be a bottle in here like the Firestone Walker ones, but nope, it's a can. So I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll leave that up there for now. Actually, you know what? Let me pour and give a review, and then I'll read anything that might be on the side. Even the lid of the can's black. Wow, that's dark. As you're pouring it, you can see some brown, but that is a dark beer. Wow, darkness. Yeah, that's great. That's so good. I love that. Makes me think of the Watchmen comic. Or comics. Yeah, I mean, that's... Wow. Yeah, it's as close to motor oil without me saying this is straight motor oil. It's got that much darkness to it. There's just a little bit of brown in that blackness. Wow. Very appropriately named beer. The head is 3/4 of a finger. Dark mocha, pretty compact. I mean, it definitely looks like a big stout. I'm curious, any legs or anything? I probably should have poured less. So yeah, definitely some legs, tight, a slight brown tinge to them, some lacing sticking as well. Let's get into the aroma. Oh my god, that smells awesome. Big chocolate. For me, it goes chocolate, that Charry bourbon thing, nice amount of vanilla, right? The vanilla police. But yeah, from the barrel, it seems to have a good amount of that vanillin coming through. I wouldn't say too much roast. The chocolate is pretty sweet, more like milk chocolate than dark chocolate. Yeah, nice oak coming through, and again, interwoven with this char and then the bourbon as well. So those things, they don't seem like three separate elements. They're just so interwoven. So it's interesting. They're somewhat distinct. I'm able to pick them out, right? But also they're inescapably linked together. Maybe a slight dark berry note. I could see a little bit of brownie batter even. Oh my god, it's not taking much to be able to smell it. It's got a really good aromatic quality to it. Let's see about the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Brian. I hope you're doing well. This does not disappoint. Wow. Wow. All right, so it's a pretty sweet beer, which kind of makes sense with the aroma. I wasn't getting much roast or anything, and you certainly don't get that in the taste, okay? So it's relatively sweet. I think it hides the booze well. What is the ABV of this? Maybe I will have to look at the can a little bit. So it's 12% ABV. Oh, actually, there's not a lot of information on this anyway. Yeah, this doesn't have any additional tasting notes, it seems like. All right, so yeah, so no spoilers there anyway. So yeah, hides the alcohol well. Drinks bigger. If I was doing this as a mystery beer, I would probably think this was 14-15% because of the taste of it, It's got a little bit of viscosity. It's not a particularly thin beer, and that's for sure. So yeah, I would guess it's a little bit bigger. So that's kind of cool that it drinks big, right? Because isn't that kind of the thing, right? Is you'd rather a beer drink bigger than smaller, and this definitely does that. So kudos there if anyone from the brewery happens to be watching this. The bourbon notes, very nice. So I think some of that alcohol, whether like from the beer or the spirit, the barrel aging, and that extra char, help bring some balance to this because it's never cloyingly sweet, but it's definitely on the sweeter side. And like the aroma, the sweeter chocolate, so much more milk chocolate. I wouldn't say it's too much. Like I kind of want to say Hershey's chocolate syrup, but it doesn't. It's not quite that thing either. In the same ballpark, fair enough. But it's not quite that thing. I think I want to land on that milk chocolate quality more. Some vanilla, so it follows the aroma that way as well. There's a berry thing. Towards the finish, there was this extra like crescendo of just huge flavor. It was almost mapley, interwoven with vanilla, and it was awesome. It was so awesome. And it's like, I'm kind of nervous to take another sip because I hope it wasn't a fluke, like just because it was my first sip and like was processing everything or something, because like that was really cool. But I gotta take another sip, so let's get into it. Yeah, so it did that same thing again, more vanilla than the maple, but still some maple. And you know what? So it is a little closer to that Hershey's syrup on that second sip. I'm actually definitely comfortable saying notes of Hershey's syrup, milk chocolate. It does have, it has just a whisper of dark chocolate. So I think you're definitely getting the correct impression of this beer from what I'm saying. It is very chocolatey. And with, was that 2 or 3 sips at this point? It is not getting cloyingly sweet. It'd be cool to do like how much of this char is extra. I don't know the spirit. I haven't had it. I don't think I've had it anyway. If I did, I completely forgot. So I couldn't speak to like how much extra chariness I get out of that as a spirit. But I do think it's helping provide some balance to this beer. Good level of bourbon. Not overly done. Same thing with the wood. There's a nice element of that oak. This aftertaste is the most oaky. Like I still get, you know what it reminds me of a little bit is like a fudgesicle, and then you've eaten it and there's like a little bit residual on the stick. So it's a little bit of that wood thing, a little bit of the fudgesicle thing. That's very much this aftertaste, which I'm still having. So it's a very long one. Let's do another sip, man. This is phenomenal. Some dark berry fruit for sure. Ooh, some caramel. Okay. That vanilla. Okay. Vanilla, caramel, maple. Nothing. Okay, so like, yeah, still definitely some maple I'm getting, which is interesting. I don't know why there'd be any, like, I don't think anything in the beer would, has maple in it, right? Maple wood barrels, probably not. Anyway, but then yeah, like that caramel thing, caramelized sugar for sure is part of that element. Man, this would have been a good like live stream beer because I just keep wanting to go in for more and getting like subtly different things, or the same thing, same intensity, same thing, different intensity, new things. Wow, this is good. Yeah, this is really good. Yeah. As someone who loves sweet things, sign me up for this all day, every day. Brian, thanks again, man. I really appreciate it. Definitely appreciate the opportunity to have darkness crossed off my bucket list. Have you guys had this one before? Have you had any other variants, different vintages, drinking something related, drinking something unrelated, anything, everything? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.